Today, their angels want to bring you a deep and revealing message. There is someone very special that you can't get out of your head, someone who has impacted your thoughts and emotions in a way that maybe you have never experienced before. But what you may not know is that behind all this, something is changing. That someone who you think about so much is finally starting to see what you really mean in their life, and soon, things will start to take a turn that you never imagined. That person, who until now was lost in a whirlwind of confusion and uncertainties, is starting to understand that your presence is not just a coincidence. Everything you have lived, every moment, every word exchanged, every shared glance, everything is finally falling into place in their mind and in their heart. It's as if suddenly, a veil has been lifted and now they begin to realize the true importance you have in their life. At first, it may have seemed like that person was distant, trapped in their own dilemmas, maybe even in a silent resistance to what they were feeling. But the angels want you to know that things are changing. There is an internal process happening within them, a battle between the heart and the mind, where the truths they had been trying to deny are finally coming to the surface. That person, who may have left you unsure with their confusion or distance, is being confronted by a greater truth. They are acknowledging that no matter how much they tried to ignore, disguise, or resist their feelings, there is something about you that can no longer be ignored. Something inside them is craving you, your presence, and that's why soon, you will start to see subtle but significant changes in their behavior. It may be that, for a long time, you have wondered if that person valued you in the way you deserve, if they really saw who you are and all that you have to offer. And the answer that their angels bring today is clear. Yes, they are starting to see. They are beginning to recognize that you are more than just someone who passed through their life. You are someone who came to transform, to touch their soul, and above all, to teach them about true love. This person, who for so long lived closed in their own pains and fears, is finally opening their eyes to the depth of the feelings they have for you. And although it may have been a long and painful process, the angels want you to know that every step of this path was necessary. This person needed to go through their own internal battles, needed to confront their own ghosts, in order to finally see the truth about what they feel for you. And now, the change is starting to happen. Gradually, they will realize that you are not just anyone in their life, but a transformative presence, someone who came to bring light and clarity. What once seemed like a confusion is now starting to make sense to them. And as this clarity emerges, you will see that their behavior towards you will begin to change. The angels show that there is an energy of reconciliation and understanding approaching. This person is starting to see more clearly who you really are and what you mean in their life. What was once surrounded by doubts and uncertainties is now being illuminated by the light of love and understanding. They are finally understanding that their feelings for you are deeper than they imagined, and soon, you'll begin to notice signs of this transformation. Perhaps until now, it has been difficult for them to express what they truly feel. Maybe there has been a resistance, an invisible barrier that prevented them from fully opening up to you. But the angels say that this barrier is beginning to crumble. Slowly, but surely, they are allowing themselves to feel what they have tried to hide for so long. They are allowing love to flow, without the shackles of fear or past wounds. And you, who have stood by their side so firmly and patiently, will now begin to reap the rewards of this wait. The angels want you to know that all the patience, all the love you have invested, is starting to bear fruit. This person is finally allowing themselves to see what you have always seen, the truth about this love. Gradually, you will begin to notice changes. Maybe they will start to open up more, seek your presence more, want to spend more time with you. Perhaps the words that once seemed hard to say will start to flow more naturally, as if they are finally ready to allow themselves to be vulnerable with you. And when this happens, it will be a moment of profound transformation for both of you. Your angels also say that, at the same time that this person is going through an emotional awakening process, you are also being prepared for this new chapter. They ask you to continue being who you are, with all your light and strength. It is your authenticity, your ability to love unconditionally, that is touching this person in ways you can't even imagine. As they continue in this process of opening up and understanding, your angels are guiding you to maintain your faith. Trust that everything is happening in the right time and that the love you feel is not in vain. There is a greater purpose behind all of this, and soon you will begin to see how everything unfolds perfectly. This person is finally beginning to understand that they are someone who was placed in their life for a special reason, and soon, they will be ready to show you how much you truly mean to them. As this person progresses in their understanding, it is important for you to also understand the role you have played in their life so far. Your angels want you to know that your presence has been a true transformative force. No matter how challenging it has been, or how many doubts and uncertainties you have faced, you have never ceased to be a source of light and inspiration for this person. And it is precisely this light that is now guiding their steps on their journey of self-acceptance and discovery of what they truly feel for you. There have been moments when you wondered if it was worth waiting, if this person would be able to recognize you for who you really are. You may have felt the frustration of being next to someone who seemed so distant, lost in their own fears and conflicts. But the angels want you to know that none of this was in vain. Every act of patience, every gesture of affection, every moment when you chose to believe in love, is now beginning to reflect in a deep awakening within them. This person, who may have given you so many contradictory signals, is finally recognizing what you have always known, that there is something special, something different and unique between the two of you. They can no longer deny the strength of this connection. The angels show that, for a long time, this person fought against what they felt, not because they didn't want to, but because they didn't know how to deal with the intensity of this feeling. And now, finally, they are beginning to allow themselves to feel. This process has not been easy for them. At many moments, the fear of fully opening up to you made them hold back, choosing to hide behind a facade of indifference or even distance. But the angels show that soon this mask will begin to fall. What was once an insurmountable barrier is dissolving, and what will remain is the raw and pure truth. This person feels something for you that they have never felt for anyone else before. It is important that you be prepared for this change. What is to come may surprise you, as this person, who hesitated so much to open up, may start to show their feelings in ways you never expected. Suddenly, they may want to share more, be more present, more connected. And when this happens, remember that everything was part of a larger divine plan, guided by your angels, so that both of you would come to this moment of mutual understanding. This person is slowly letting go of the fears that held them captive. The fear of being vulnerable, of getting hurt again, of letting another person get close enough to see them in their entirety, with their flaws, insecurities, and scars. But now, with your help and the guidance of the angels, they are beginning to understand that loving is, above all, an act of courage. And it is you who inspires them to have that courage. The angels want you to know that even in the toughest moments, you are never alone. They have always been by your side, guiding you, whispering words of encouragement, helping you keep your faith, even when everything seemed uncertain. Now, they tell you that the wait is coming to an end. You will begin to see signs that this person is finally ready to take the step they feared so much. This shift can happen gradually, almost imperceptibly at first. It can start with small gestures, like a deeper gaze, an unexpected message, or a simple touch of affection that once seemed impossible. But these small signs are confirmation that their heart is opening up, that the resistance is giving way, and that the love you always knew existed between you is finally beginning to blossom. The angels also want you to know that this person's healing process is still ongoing. While they are starting to open up, there may still be moments of uncertainty, moments when fear tries to creep back in. And it is in these moments that you will need to be the anchor, the light that reminds them of what is real, of what is true. The angels ask you to maintain your strength, your patience, and your trust in the love that is emerging. At the same time, the angels also remind you that it is crucial for you to continue taking care of yourself. As important as it is to support this person on their journey, it is equally important for you to stay connected to your own center, to your own inner light. They tell you that true love is not about losing yourself in the other, but about growing together while maintaining your individuality and personal strength. And now more than ever, you need to be in tune with your own heart. While this person continues their healing and opening process, you are also being called to delve deeper into your own journey. Your angels are guiding you to look within, to acknowledge all the strength and beauty you carry. They say that as long as you are centered in your own light, you will be an even greater source of inspiration to this person, helping them find their way back to love. And when they finally feel ready to fully surrender, it will be as if all the pieces of the puzzle finally fit together. The angels show that the love that is emerging between both of you is something rare, something deep and transformative. This is the kind of love that is not found every day, and that is why both of you needed to go through so many lessons and challenges before reaching this moment. The journey is not over yet, but the angels assure that the worst is over. You are stepping into a new phase, where true love begins to blossom, where the truth finally emerges, and where both of you will be ready to build something solid and long-lasting together. Your angels are by your side at every step, guiding you and this person towards a future of light, love, and understanding. You are stronger than you imagine, and this love you nurture in your heart is the key to the transformation that is taking place. Trust the process, trust your angels, and know that everything is unfolding perfectly and in the right time. Soon, you will see the fruits of this journey of love, and they will be sweeter than you could ever imagine. As your journey together progresses, the angels reveal that this person is starting to feel an inner change that for them is still difficult to express in words. For a long time, they may have lived immersed in doubts, fear, and a sense that love was not something safe. However, as the days go by and this person reflects on everything they have experienced, they begin to realize that you have been the only constant, the presence that remained firm amidst the chaos of their feelings. There is something about you that awakens in them the need to be a better person, to be someone capable of fully living love, without the shackles of the past. This feeling is new to them. For the first time, they are starting to feel that love is not a battlefield, but a safe space where they can be who they really are, without fears or reservations. And you are the mirror that makes them see this, because by being by your side, they realize how capable they are of loving and being loved in a pure and true way. This person, who has fought so hard to understand their own feelings, now finds themselves confronted by a truth that can no longer be ignored. They acknowledge that despite all their attempts to distance themselves, their thoughts always return to you. It's as if every time they try to pull away, something inside them pulls them back, reminding them that you are different, that you are who they truly want by their side. The angels show that, for this person, the process of accepting their own feelings was long and full of challenges. Past experiences, the pain they carried for so long, created barriers that were not easy to break down. But now, something has changed. They are starting to see beyond their wounds, beyond their fears, and they are realizing that if there is someone with whom they can build something real, that someone is you. You may soon begin to notice even clearer changes in their behavior. Perhaps they will approach in a softer, more self-assured way, demonstrating a genuine willingness to connect with you in a way that was not possible before. These changes, albeit subtle, are proof that the process of healing and transformation is underway. And you, with all your patience and love, have been the key to making this happen. The angels also want you to know that, although this journey has been challenging, it has been absolutely necessary. Every moment of doubt, every obstacle that they faced, has served to strengthen the love that is blooming between them. And now they are ready to enter a new phase, where love will be deeper, truer, and stronger than ever. You may have noticed in recent moments that this person has been seeking more of your presence, whether through small gestures or simple conversations. These are clear signs that they are finally allowing themselves to feel without so much fear. And when you see these gestures, however simple they may seem, know that they are great achievements for this person, who for so long lived trapped in their own insecurities. The angels also ask you to continue trusting the process. There may be moments when doubts still arise, both for you and for them. After all, the path of true love is never linear. There will be moments of uncertainty, of fear, but that is part of the journey. The important thing is for you to keep your faith in what you are building together. This person, who hesitated for so long to fully surrender, is now starting to understand that the love they feel for you is greater than any fear or past pain. They are beginning to realize that the only way to truly live this love is by leaving the past behind and allowing themselves to live the present with you. And this is something that the angels are helping to guide in their mind and their heart. Soon, you will see even more signs of this transformation. It may be that suddenly, they will open up more about their feelings, or start sharing their fears and insecurities with you in a way they never did before. When this happens, remember that you are the central piece of this change. Your love, your patience, and your inner light were the catalysts for this person to finally open up to the love that has always been there, but they were so afraid to live. The angels also show that, throughout this process, you have been transformed as well. This journey was not only about their healing, but also about your own evolution. You have learned to be patient, to trust divine timing, and above all, to believe in love, even when circumstances said otherwise. And now, you are ready to receive all the love you have always deserved. As this person continues their healing journey, you will see that your relationship will become something much deeper and more meaningful. What was once surrounded by doubts and insecurities will start to blossom into a love that is unshakable, built on the foundation of truth, trust, and mutual understanding. And that, more than anything else, is what your angels have always wanted for you. The angels also tell you that, soon, this person will be ready to take the next step. It may be an invitation to be more present in their life, a deep conversation where they finally reveal all that they feel, or even an important decision about the future of both of you. Whatever it is, you can be sure that it will be the beginning of a new phase, where both of you will be ready to build something truly solid and lasting. This phase that is about to come will be marked by moments of great connection, where both of you will be able to see each other in a clearer, more truthful way. And in this process, the love you share will be strengthened in ways you haven't even imagined yet. What used to be a cause for doubts will now be a reason for celebration, as you'll be entering a new stage, guided by love and the divine light of angels. Their angels want you to know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Every challenge, every test of patience, every moment of uncertainty has been a preparation for what lies ahead. And now, you are ready to experience a love that is deep, transformative, and true. A love that will withstand any obstacle because it has been built on the strongest foundation of all, truth. Get ready, for soon you will see this person demonstrate everything they feel for you in a way you never imagined. And when this happens, know that everything you have lived so far has been a divine preparation for this moment. Their angels have been with you every step of this journey, and now they tell you, the love you have always desired is closer than ever before. As you are about to enter a phase of revelation and transformation, their angels ask you to remain open and receptive to what is to come. This person, who has been in internal conflict for so long, is finally understanding the value of the love you share. And with this understanding, will come the courage to approach you in a more authentic, vulnerable, and above all, truthful way. The angels want you to know that the signs are already around you. It may be that, in the coming weeks, they will be more attentive, more present, seeking to connect with you in ways they didn't before. They may start asking you questions that show a deeper interest in your life, your feelings, and even your future together. These are the seeds of something greater that is about to flourish. This person, for so long torn between fear and the desire to open up to love, is now becoming aware that what you have together is rare and precious. They realize that by trying to shield themselves from past pains, they ended up distancing themselves from something that could be the greatest source of happiness in their life, you. And it is this realization that is changing everything. As this internal shift solidifies, you will see them start to act more consistently, more decisively. What was once hesitation will turn into action. What was once fear will now be courage. They will understand that loving you is the right choice and will be guided by this truth in everything they do. And as this happens, you will also realize that the path you both walk together will be much clearer, lighter, more hopeful, and full of promises. Your angels remind you that true love, the one that is worth it, is always a process of mutual growth. And that's exactly what is happening now. As this person emotionally matures and opens up to experiencing love in its fullness, you are also being called to maintain your faith and trust in everything that is to come. There may be moments when you have doubts, moments when you wonder if all this will really happen. But the angels ask you to trust the divine plan that is unfolding. The transformation that this person is undergoing is real, and soon, it will manifest in ways that you can see and feel. And when that moment comes, it will be a deeply rewarding experience for both of them. They will see that all the effort, all the love, all the patience they invested in each other was not in vain. On the contrary, it was exactly what prepared them to live something extraordinary. This love, which for so long seemed impossible, will now prove to be not only possible but inevitable. The angels also ask you to continue listening to their intuition. It is the divine voice within them, guiding each step of this path. When they feel it's time to give space, do so. When they feel it's time to get closer, do it. Trust that their inner wisdom always knows what's best for them and for this journey they are embarking on together. As this person approaches them, they may notice a new lightness, a new confidence in their relationship. Conversations that were once avoided will now be addressed with a clarity that did not exist before. Feelings that were once suppressed will now flow naturally. And in this space of truth and vulnerability, they will find the strength they needed to build something solid and lasting. Their angels want them to know that true love takes its time. It is patient, it is kind, and it waits however long is necessary to manifest in the most beautiful way possible. And that is exactly what is happening now. Everything is unfolding according to the divine plan, and both of them are ready to experience this love in its entirety. Their angels also ask them that, throughout this process, they continue to take care of themselves. The love they give to this person is important, but the love they nurture for themselves is equally essential. Keep seeking ways to strengthen their connection with their own soul, to take care of their emotional and spiritual needs, as this will be the foundation for balance and harmony in their relationship. And remember, this person is going through a journey of self-discovery. Sometimes, it may seem like progress is slow or that the changes are too small to be noticed. But the angels tell you that every small step they take towards you is a victory. Every gesture, no matter how simple it may seem, is a sign that their heart is opening up, and the love you share is blossoming. Get ready to experience moments of deep connection, where the two of you will be able to see each other in ways that were not possible before. You will realize that what once seemed difficult will now become easier. What used to be a cause for concern will now be a reason for celebration. You will be entering a new phase where love will be the driving force guiding every decision, every gesture, every word. And when this person finally opens up completely to you, it will be a moment of pure joy. You will realize that all the time, all the waiting, all the challenges you faced together were part of a larger plan. A plan that prepared you to experience true love. This love, guided by the light of the angels, will be something that will sustain you for the rest of your lives. Your angels tell you that when this person finally comes closer, it will be as if all the pieces of the puzzle finally fit together. What once seemed confusing will now make perfect sense. What once seemed like an insurmountable mountain will now be a smooth path, full of blessings and joy. Your journey is just beginning, and the future that awaits you is bright, full of love and happiness. Trust in that. Trust in your angels. And know that you are exactly where you should be, on the right path, ready to receive all the love that the universe has reserved for you. Now more than ever, their angels are guiding them towards a future where love will be the foundation of everything they build together. They say to keep the heart open, the mind calm, and the soul confident, as what is to come will be greater and more beautiful than they could ever imagine.